Hi everyone, I'm Cecily and welcome to my channel. This reading is for anyone whose sun, moon, or ascendant is in the beautiful sign of Pisces. So there are a few things that I want to share with you guys before we get started. I'll try to keep it short. The deck that I've chosen to use this month is different. I am going with one of my personally favorite decks. It's called the Silver Witchcraft Tarot. I love it. It's a very soft, feminine, ethereal kind of deck. So, hopefully you guys will embrace the change and like it just as much or even better. It's not as graphic or as traditional as my other deck, but December seemed to have kind of a change and a shift in energy, so I went with it. Now, Pisces, you have some stuff going on. Like I've never seen a spread like this. So it's really interesting. I'm actually really kind of excited about it in a sadistic kind of way. So there's been a theme so far in all the readings that I've given this month. And the theme has been two different cards. One is the Ace of Cups, and the second one is the Nine of Cups. I'm pretty sure they've come out in all of the spreads that I've done, and trust me, the reason I don't show you shuffling is because I shuffle, like, people in my life make fun of me because they're like, you need to stop shuffling. I shuffle so much that I don't even put it on camera. So for these cards to come out, I think it really is about the December energies of us manifesting our wishes and things coming to a close. And I know that is tradition, but December for Capricorn Sag is the beginning of something new. So for you guys, Pisces, you're almost there. Like in January, you're going to have a lot of things that are coming to a close, and then in February you're going to have a lot of stuff that's brand new. And I think even though I think you're still picking up on that energy in December, where it's like you've went through steps 1 through 8, and you're finishing off 8, but you got 9 and 10 left, and you're almost there. It's almost complete. But you have some really interesting things going on. So the first one, like I said, is actually the Ace of Cups. And the Ace of Cups is really about an opportunity for new love. It's about something starting emotionally for you. That's kind of you taking new ground, you establishing something in your life and for yourself. Now you could already be in an established relationship and still receive the Ace of Cups. And the Ace of Cups then would be you kind of taking yourself emotionally to a deeper level and allowing some things to manifest. Now, that could be linked to a few things. Now, the crossing card that you received is actually the Devil in reverse, but I'm going to show it to you upright. So in this particular deck, it's a kind of dilapidated, broken down tree that is inside of a picture frame, and it has these chains that are broken on the side and linked to it. And it's kind of letting you know a few things. Now this is the Devil in the upright positions. The Devil is things being chained to you, things attaching themselves to you, you feeling a bit overcome in terms of power, or it being a power struggle, or you using your personal power in a very sexually potent way. Now, the Devil in reverse talks about those chains being broken. So, if you are in a relationship, or if you're starting a new relationship with someone in December, this relationship is going to allow you to break some of the old habits that you've had in the past in terms of the negative cycles that you've created in relationships. It's going to change some things for you. It's going to open some new doors, and you're going to gain some new ground. It's going to start a new kind of phase in your life, in relationships. Now, you think that it's going to be the end of the world. And the reason why I say that is because you received the Tower in reverse. Now I'm going to show it to you in the upright. So in this particular deck, it's a tree, and the tree is being struck by lightning, and there are actually birds and animals in the tree. So what it's trying to say in the upright is something drastic is going to happen. Something's going to change. Something's going to, it would be like this tree almost being cracked in half. Like there's going to be some sort of destruction. And the Tower usually happens when something needs to change. So Pisces, you're thinking that, okay, this new love or this new possibility that's walked into my life that I'm slightly obsessive about, and that it's kind of taking me to these deeper inner places and allowing me to unchain some things and break some bad habits, it might be really scary for you. And you might be at a point where you're not sure emotionally how you want to deal with this. Or you might be dealing with someone who is handling the relationship in this way. Because Pisces, you're really usually very in touch with what's going on inside of you. Now that doesn't mean that you don't ever hit new levels of resistance and find things inside of yourself that you didn't know were there and explore them then, because that happens all the time. That's why you're so good at being who you are, and having the ideals that you have. But the Tower is meant to shake things up. And in reverse, it's saying you're going to get hit, but it's not going to be as bad as you thought it was going to be. The impact isn't going to hit you as hard as it was going to be. So, Pisces, let me know if this is you or if this is your partner, because you received the Ten of Cups in reverse. And I said the Ten of Cups. I would have heard that later and been like, what? The King of Cups in reverse, the King of Chalices in reverse. It's somebody who isn't emotionally stable. And Pisces, if you're going through something and you're not feeling emotionally stable and this new love walks into your life, just a bit of advice, don't jump in head first. That's what I would say. I would say that, you might be at a point where someone is going to ask you for a commitment, or you're going to ask someone for a commitment, but the relationship that you're trying to start is at such an emotionally delicate, embryonic stage, that I would ask that you respect it and give it time to grow so that it can blossom into something really beautiful, which is the Ten of Cups, as I was saying earlier. And the Ten of Cups is really about family and the freedom to express love and the freedom to give love and having all of your needs met and fulfilled. It really is kind of the ultimate loving relationship. And when people talk about that partnership, that's what they're talking about. They're talking about the Ten of Cups. So not only do you have the Ace of Cups, the King of Cups, the Nine of Cups, and the Ten of Cups, you have so much emotionally going on for you in the month of December. And I would say respect those emotions. Respect where you're at. If somebody is bringing you emotional turmoil in the month of December, maybe don't accept it all right away. Maybe don't be so accepting of someone else and their stuff. And if this is you, Pisces, and you need somebody to lean on, that's okay, but do it in a way that still is respecting both you and that person's personal space. Because there's a lot of blending here. And Pisces represents Neptune, and Neptune is all about bending and erasing boundaries. So you kind of like blend into each other, especially if you're in a relationship this month. It's kind of gonna get to a point where you guys are just, it might be codependency, but it might also be like you being on the couch for the entire month of December and not willing to go anywhere. And it's just you sitting on the couch with your lover, and you know, watching House of Cards, whatever it happens to be. Like, you guys are enjoying each other. But at the same time, the King of Cups in reverse can be addiction. It can be a maturity levels that are lacking. It can be somebody that is not emotionally ready to take on the burdens that they have to take on. So Pisces, I would say, if you're reaching a new level with this person and you're not quite ready, you're not 100%, you're almost there, it's almost time to take the cake out of the oven. I'm probably going to use that a lot, but it's not quite done yet. You can't, no matter how bad you want to eat that cake, you can't take it out. You have to wait for it to be done, otherwise it'll fall and you won't get the cake that you wanted. So that's kind of what you're going through. I do feel like with 2 aces being here, there will be some form of commitment this month, Pisces. I do feel like there might have been a commitment even that you rushed into a little bit too quickly, and that's why some of this stuff is coming up for you. It might have been something where you met somebody and fell head over heels, and you guys started this wonderful relationship, but then things started to pop up, and you know, it started to get a little bit dramatic, and the turmoil started to pop out in different sectors of your relationship. And now it's kind of put you in a negative place where you're trying to make a decision. Do I want this person? What's our relationship really going to be? This person might actually have some emotional issues or some drug issues or some sex issues. Or Pisces, you might be there this month on your own where you feel like, wow, maybe I, overdid it, or maybe I, had some issues that I need to work on and I didn't realize they were there until I entered this partnership. But there's definitely sex and commitment here. There's definitely emotions here. And these emotions are not going to go away. So whatever you're interacting with this person, what you're experiencing is real. Like, don't think that it's all just a fantasy, Pisces. It's not a fantasy. This is 100% real. I repeat, this is 100% real. But it's going to take time. And there might also be somebody that gets hurt in the process. But in getting hurt, you're going to get your wish. You're going to get whatever it is that you need emotionally. And to be honest, Pisces, that's a really hard thing for you to do, but it's the right thing for you to do. It's the right thing for you to respect your needs. And there's a lot of progression here. I mean, you have the 9 and the 10, and then you also have, the Devil and the Tower, which they're not directly connected, but there's a certain significance in those 2 cards being placed next to each other. And then you have 2 aces that are right next to each other. And then you have the King of Cups, which is one of my personal favorite cards in terms of partners that you can get in this deck, because usually this is one of the best people that you can possibly be with. But you might be feeling a little upside down, Pisces. If this is you, obviously it's either a Pisces, a Cancer, or a Scorpio, or somebody that has very strong water tendencies in their chart, or somebody that is very overly emotional. But if you're feeling a bit lopsided this month, Pisces, realize that it's time for you to start over. It's time for you to start over on a certain level, and that's why you're feeling so upside down. Because I think your hope is that you're going to start this family and you're going to have all of these wonderful things, and they are there for you to have. But in order for you to do that, you kind of have to stand on your own 2 feet and drop this whole codependency, romantic, dangerous sort of love that you have going on for the month of December. I'm going to pull 2 more cards. Oh, had one fly out. King of Pentacles. Thank you for that flyer. Universe, give me the outcome card for Pisces. Love messages for the month of December. Moving forward. Okay, so you have the Knight of Pentacles and the King of Wands. So you have a lot of Cups cards, but you have one Ace of Pentacles and you have an Ace of Cups. So the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles are connected, but the King of Wands is not, because you don't have any Wands cards. So for me, this is basically you, Pisces. You're the King of Cups in reverse. And you're feeling a little emotionally unstable because something has kind of just rocked your world. You feel like you might have a new person coming in and you're obsessing over them a little bit, or you had this new relationship start and the new relationship was beautiful, but it's not what you expected it to be. And you feel the need to maybe either take things really, really fast or to take things really, really slow. And I think you're not sure about which direction to go with this particular person. But I also think that maybe you're upside down because you have a choice to make, or you have somebody that's going to enter your life in such a major way that somebody is gaining traction. And the reason I say that is because I think this is probably your King of Wands is probably the person that you're in relationship with. And then you have this Knight of Pentacles who is kind of growing on you. So you might have two options, Pisces, or you might have two people that you're interested in being with. And you're looking to start over, but it might come at a cost. It might come at a certain price, and maybe the price is really high. Or you might find out that the person that you're with, one of these two people, is engaged in some sort of deception of some sort, and it kind of cracks your world open and changes the way you look at this relationship. But there is definitely going to be you making the choice, Pisces. It's not your partner making the choice. You have to flip yourself into the right position. You have to get yourself in the right frame of mind. You have to change how you feel about this situation and start somewhere new, Pisces. You have to stand on your own 2 feet and drop the codependency or the pretending not to know, pretending not to know where you want to be. Where do you want to be, Pisces? Are you more interested in the Knight of Pentacles, or are you more interested in the King of Wands? Are you more interested in having a mature relationship and taking it slow and realizing that there are going to be unseen things that you'd rather that come into light in a proper way, or are you going to rush through it and immediately attach yourself to somebody and then not be really sure about what the consequences will be? Just take some time and put yourself in what feels good. Starting over is going to feel good. Starting over is going to flip this king from reverse to upright. He needs something new, Pisces. So on that note, I love you guys, and I will see you next month. Sorry about the phone.